Hello guys, this is Gavin. Welcome back to another video of my MCAT series. This is the fourth episode, just tracking my progression as I prepare for the MCAT. Today I did 40 questions of the Chem Phys sections, and I feel like UWorld just really focused in on some specific topics, which needless to say, I didn't do much better. I did 1% better than my Chem Phys passage on Monday, and even though that's an improvement, it's 1%. So today was really focused on thermodynamics and heat and woodwork, and also a lot of aldol condensation and just a lot of solution equations for Gen Chem. Just trying to share my screen real quickly, just discussing the topics that I struggle with, but really I'm not going to go too in depth. I'm just going to go through them instead of talk about them. Um, the first thing that I really just forgot about was just the solubility constant, um, which forgot to take into account the coefficients and how they're factors. Also, the pH scale, which was just weird to think about, but I know that pH plus pOH equals 14, but using that in certain calculations with using 10 to the negative 14 and stuff like that, I don't know why. I just couldn't remember it. But yeah, next one is instant angle and critical angle. I was trying to really remember when the angles are greater than the critical angle, and if they're less than the critical angle, if it'll be a internal reflection or not. I feel like that's a topic I really still can't understand too well, but honestly, it's just something I need to review, something I may just have to memorize. I already forgot the relationship for it, but yeah. The next one was kinetic molecular theory. To be honest, guys, I may have seen this equation once and just forgot about it. They gave me this constant value right here, K to B. I forgot what it stood for, but I was just asked to calculate um, temperature given kinetic energy and this, and I still know the equation, but it's something that I need to be able to recognize. And yeah, I know. Q equals MCAT, Q equals CAT. Guys, I know Q equals MCAT. I've done plenty of equations. I know specific heat. I forgot total heat capacity existed, and you literally just removed the mass. But for the life of me, blanked. But what was weird was the problems asking me to compare two total heat capacities and then find the temperature change for one of them. In my head, I really couldn't think to just set these equal to each other for the two different things. Like one was water and the other was like ethanol or something. I forgot, but just two different um, compounds that just had different total heat capacities and asking me to set them up to each other. I just really didn't know to do that. So that was one thing that I need to get better at. And the last one is magnetic field generation, caused from the motion of electrons along a circular path. Guys, this is like, as y'all can tell, um, for the Gen Chem thing and the physics stuff, I am very discouraged by all of it. And that's kind of all I have to say about all this. I feel like a seventh grader taking basic physics could walk in and take my chair and get a higher score than me. Like I feel pretty unmotivated. Stop my screen. I feel very discouraged with my performance so far. It feels like I have a lot of head knowledge so far from finishing content review, and I'm very grateful that I finished it a week early because I realized how much actual practice I need. And I feel like the weirdest transition so far is knowing that the MCAT is not a college exam. It is a nationwide standardized exam. So I need to change my mind about how I view each question. I feel like I'm just making silly mistakes. And when I looked at the solution, it was just the simplest calculation that was right under my nose. And I feel discouraged. I feel like I won't be able to understand. I feel like whenever I see how I missed a question that 80% got correct, I feel like I'm just not capable. But one thing I was reminded of today was that if the Lord wants you to be somewhere, He will shape you and speak to you, and He will lead you ultimately to where He wants you to be. And if all of it is for His glory, then He's going to carry you through it. And that's the mindset I'm having right now. I tend to just uh, have some imposter syndrome where I forget about my GPA and I forget about my performance and I forget about my wit and grit and commitment. And I just look at how I got a similar question wrong over and over. Um, but man, it is something that I can't seem to get over right now, being about 6 weeks in, 7 weeks in. And I know that these next 11 or so weeks are going to be very tough if I want to be a high percentile scorer, but I am going to give it my all. And for that reason, um, I'm going to get up and do it again. I'm going to get up and see what I got wrong, see why, and not dismiss it, but really reflect, humble myself that maybe I need to spend more time on things that I'm getting wrong. Um, a lot of it is just a pride game. Um, a high GPA in college does not mean that the MCAT is a no-brainer, and vice versa. So, thank you guys for watching. I will not be doing UWorld tomorrow. I'm going on a Christian conference, very excited, but I will be back on Monday and I will do the process over again because that's what the Lord is calling me to do. So, good night, guys.